Good morning, fourth grade. It is Thursday, May 14th. We are almost at the end of the week, which means we only have 2 weeks to go. So keep being strong and being positive and getting everything all done. Okay, so for today, for reading, you're going to finish the book that you chose. So they look like this. You have 2 to choose from. Remember, you can do either one. So finish reading it. Make sure you do the questions on the last page on another sheet of paper. So if you have line paper, use line paper. If not, blank paper is fine. You do need to do the summarize part. So they're all a little different. So I can't tell you specifically what to do, but there's all a chart. Usually it'll say draw a chart. It looks like this. Fill in the information. And then there's 3 questions here. So do those on another paper. If you want to do both, remember, it's for extra credit, but you don't have to do both. Also, make sure you get your reading signed, and reading this counts. Or you can just read both books, even if you don't want to answer the questions for both, because you can count that as your reading time as well. Get your reading signed and send me a picture of it after you get it signed for today. For math, you have a test, Chapter 13 test on Google Classroom. It's about perimeter and area. So before you take your test, make sure you remember that to find the perimeter, you add all the sides, all 4 sides. And to find the area, you multiply the lengths times the width. Okay, so make sure you have those straight before you start your test, because that's every single question is about that. Okay, do it today, please. And then if you have extra time, keep working on Rocket Math, Freckle Math, and Accelerated Math, depending on what you need to work on. For handwriting, do lesson 22, day 4. Rip it out, put it in your envelope. Please remember your name. If you haven't turned it in every week, you can turn in more than one at a time so that you can catch up. For history, you should have already read your studies weekly, done the crossword, but if not, finish the crossword. The math activity is extra credit. So if you want to fill in the letters here from the map, you can do that for extra credit. A lot of them you can figure out by reading on the front, the names of the different reservoirs, dams, those are on here. Or you can just look online for a map to help you fill it out. So this is extra credit. You need to do this. For science, you have a Nearpod. We haven't done one of those for a long time for an actual assignment. So you go to Nearpod, just like you do when we play the games during class, during Zoom, and use the code that's on GradeLink and on Google Classroom. You can get it from either place. You need to do it. This one is not just for a game, okay? Make sure when you're doing it, you don't skip pages. Do each page. It's about color vision, so it has to do with how we see color. So there's some activities you can do. There's places you need to fill in answers, so make sure you do each part, okay? For art, finish your mosaic, put it in your envelope. Hopefully you're getting close to being done. Some of you I know don't have all the squares yet, or you accidentally turn in your design. So you can do it next week. It's okay. Next week's the last week, though, that we're turning in work. All right, and then for music, I want you to bring your music notebook to Zoom today. We're going to put your last song in there, and then next week, we're having a contest like we do every year during class. We'll have a contest on Zoom to see who knows the most songs, and Mrs. Moore has some award tags for that. All right, so those are your assignments. You'll also see on GradeLink the list of papers that you need to put in your envelope. So you need to return both of the small books I gave you plus the answer sheets. Turn in lesson 13.5 and your chapter review for math. Handwriting day 4, the Genius Challenge paper from, I think, Tuesday for science. That was about vision. Your mosaic, your studies weekly, and anything missing from the previous week, especially if you're missing your essay from last week. We need to get those turned in because those are worth a lot of points. Okay, speaking of points, let's talk about group points. So for Freckle Math, Morgan, Thomas, Pacifica, and Mackenzie got a point. And then for Rocket Math, Mackenzie passed 2, Morgan 1, Thomas 4, Nathan 2, Bryce 2, Christy 2, Michael 2, Geronimo 5, Adam 2, and Joseph 1. I told you in Zoom that Michael and Geronimo are done with division now, and now Adam is as well. So good job, Adam. Congratulations. And everyone keep up the good work on that. So group points right now, Wozniak is still in the lead. Burbank's in second, and Huerta is in third. So our challenge from yesterday was to do the dance for Mrs. Joe and Mrs. Moore. You have until Friday to get points for your group for that. You get 3 points for each person who does it. Send a video to Mrs. Moore or I, and I hope a lot of you will participate. So today I'm going to give you a food challenge. So I am challenging you to help make something, help cook or make yourself something to eat. Maybe some of you are in the honors cooking class and you can show us what you've been making. So you can either send me a picture, or you can have your parents just send me a message that you did my challenge, or you can even show us your food on Zoom if you want to. You don't have to. And you have all the way until tomorrow. So if you want to help with dinner or something like that, you can do that. So anytime you send me the message, you'll get points for your group. All right. So have a good morning. Keep up the hard work. You guys are doing great. I wish I was there in your house to inspire you, but keep being positive. Do your best, and I will see you on Zoom at 11:30.